Hello Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome to a timeless video, a format that I don't play a lot. In fact, I barely played it at all. And we are playing a Affinity Artifact deck. And if I was Seth, better known as Saffron Olive, I would be calling this video teaching Arena Zoomers about Mox Opal. So yes, Mox Opal is an incredibly powerful card that we got during the latest Arena Anthologies on Tuesday. It's a 0 mana legendary artifact like pretty much all the Moxen, and has Metalcraft, meaning we can only activate it if we control 3 or more artifacts, and we can tap it to add 1 mana of any colour. So it's a ramp, and that Metalcraft is really not hard to achieve. And we're also playing with Pinnacle Emissary, a card we have played in the not Solemn Simulacrum Synthesizer deck in Standard, but an incredibly powerful new card from Edge of Eternities. 3 mana, 3/3. Says whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token flying, and this token can block only creature with flying, but you can warp it in for a hybrid red or blue. And this being an artifact, itself obviously gets an artifact count up, and whenever we play out artifacts, we get more artifacts. Well, whenever we cast artifacts, we get more artifacts, and because we can warp it on for 1 or on turn 1, if we have things like Mox Opal or Mishra's Bulbul, Ornithopter, Tormod's Crypt, 1 copy of Chrome Mox, and then 1 copy of Astral Cornucopia. So that is 14 0 mana cards, and if we have 2 or 3 in an opening hand, we can warp in the Emissary, play them out, and then have 2 or 3 1/1 flying artifact tokens, which obviously affect all our Affinity for Artifacts things. And our Affinity for Artifact things are Mirror Enforcer, 7 mana 4/4, but often a 0 mana 4/4. Thought Monitor, a 7 mana 2/2 with Flyer. When it enters, we draw 2 cards. But again, obviously, most of the time I'm playing 1 for it. Thoughtcast, 5 mana, Affinity for Artifacts, draw 2 cards. 2 copies of Reality Heist. A 7 mana instant Affinity for Artifacts. So again, most often it's paying 2 blue. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may have got 2 artifact cards from among them. Put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And then a new card from Age of Eternities Alchemy, Drix Interlacer. 1 mana artifact, starting intensity 0. Whenever another artifact you control enters, this artifact intensifies by 1. Then we can tap it and sack it. Draw X cards where X is half its artifact's intensity rounded down. Activate only as a sorcery. So essentially we're looking to sacrifice it when multiples of 2 intensity. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So we always draw the right amount of cards. And then one of our win conditions is Cranial Ram. A 2 mana living weapon means when it enters, we create a germ token attached to it. Equip creature gets +X+1, where X is the number of artifacts we control, and we can equip it for 2. And then we can obviously either smash in with the germ, or if we've got some 1/1s or an Ornithopter around from earlier in the game, we can just attach it to that and smash in for a huge amount. Our lands are all artifacts because we got the mono-coloured artifact lands in MTG in the Arena Anthologies, apart from the black one, I think, unless I'm being blind. So we've got the Seat of the Synod, Great Furnace, and we do have Silver Bluff Bridge, which has been on for a while, but it doesn't have tapped, but taps for red and blue. Dark Soul Citadel taps for colourless, and then Power Depot, which is from the Edge of Eternities additional land set. Artifact land, endless tap to colourless, or 1 mana of any colour, but spends a mana to only cast artifact spells or activate abilities of artifacts, and since all our spells apart from a couple of our instants of artifacts. That's pretty much everything. And it has modular 1, meaning when it dies, so it enters with a +1/+1 counter for a land, and when it dies, we put the +1/+1 counter to artifact creature. So if someone strip mines it, then we can buff one of our creatures. So it's a really powerful, really quick deck, and with all our card drawing, Thoughtcast and Thought Monitor, Drix Interlacer, and Reality Heist, we get through our deck really quickly. It's one of those decks that you don't often win through actually playing, because you have a turn 1 of Pinnacle Emissary, play out 3 0 mana artifacts, and your opponent scoops off the 30 seconds, which is quite boring, but it is that that quick of a deck. If it goes long, it can suffer, because in Timeless we have access to everything, and while we getting down a 3 Mirror Enforcer is really, really powerful, later on in the game it's not that powerful in Timeless. So it is quite fun, but also bear in mind that Mox Opal is mythic, so it will take you 4 mythic wildcards to draft. Usually you'll play this card in Commander or Brawl, and you only need 1, so just be aware of that. And also, if you do need to craft any of the other cards. Most of them are uncommon or common. In fact, they pretty much all are, but new Drix Interlacer is rare and Thought Monitor is rare, so just be aware of that. But it's a really fun deck, and it's really fun playing in a different format. You know, Timeless is the most powerful format in Arena, and this deck holds up pretty well. You could play like blue, white, and play things like Tempered Steel. Well, you could add white, in. I think maybe get rid of Cranial Ram and add white. Tempered. You can maybe add in Tempered Steel. There we go. All of our creatures we control get +2/+2, or Michiko's Reign of Truth, which buffs creatures by a number of artifact or enchantments we control, and all that. I think it's all that glitters. Yeah, it gets +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment you control. You could go that route as well, but I like the I say standard blue-red archetype for it, and really like Pinnacle and Emissary. So that's the deck. Really hope you enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll give a shout out to my patrons. They are Arcadius, Mihal, Adrian, and Thomas. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you everyone else for your support, and I'll see you all in my gameplay. Well, we can cast a pretty cheap Thought cast. Next turn, anyway. Palos Aura Shepherd. Did you keep one lander? They did keep one lander. So they're one elves. Well, we've drawn a lot of cards. We've not actually hit much power and many powerful things. And they're going very wide, and they're going to get a Crater Hoof. Well, let's Thought Monitor. Well, let's play out the Citadel first. Thought Monitor for 1. Then warp you in. And we probably, and I think we do crack Mishra's Bauble because, yeah, we have a lot of artifacts. I have a swamp on top. There's a Rofalos. There's another Pinnacle Emissary. And an Interlacer. Right. Let's get down the Interlacer. Let's warp you. Tormod Script. Reality Heist. Cranial Ram. And a Mox Opal. Now they do have some reach creatures, which is irritating. So then we start getting in. Black mana? Oh, for Death Right Chamois. Two Cranial Rams. We can only play one though, because we only have one. Unless we find another Mox Opal. Let's... Well, yeah, let's sack that. So we only have one red mana as well. Let's play out you. Let's play out you. No, I do want to play out you. And yeah, let's get you out for 0. And we'll swing in with you bad boys. They're down to 12. Another Death Right Chamois. Uh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But they just swung out and we're just going to kill them on the backswing. I mean, I think they could have won that if they just hadn't done that. Because they were hunting for a Crater Hoof, I imagine. Well, we go first. Pretty good hand. Oh good, Guide of Souls. Let us Thought Monitor. We'll play this. Keep the new one. Forecast again. Hoping we find a free artifact, but no. Could have Drix Interlacer, I suppose, to draw another 2. There's another Thought Monitor. Let's go down a Seat of a Synod. Should have played out the Interlacer first. We will sack the Interlacer to draw 5. Well, we can warp. Play you. Play you. And our opponent scoops. We go first with a pretty rubbish hand. This is better. Put back a cranial ram. So this is better. We don't actually have any blue mana. We can cast Fault Monitor. Which we will next turn. Let's Thoughtcast. And get it countered. Or not. Let's warp this. They have something. And we'll get another Interlacer. What are they doing and what do they have? Let's play out the furnace. Let's play out the emissary. There's no stick now. Oh, it was Juari which was causing the stick. We'll get in for one. Since we can't cast anything this turn, I won't crack the Interlacer. We will warp this though. And then we'll refill our hand in a second. Obviously looking for a cranial ram. And we don't find any. Well, because I'm expecting something, I'm going to hold back. If they have a board wipe, okay. Now I'm just kind of confused. Unless they have an Etherize. No, they didn't. mean, they must have something. I really don't know what's going on. Because they could obviously play that. But they didn't rope out or anything. Weird. Our opponent goes first. We don't have any coloured mana. But we should be able to draw a decent amount with the Drix Interlacer. Oh good, Devour of Destiny. Eldrazi. Well, they're going to have like 5 mana on turn 2. We might end up cracking the Drix Interlacer for 1. Even though they're going to take the Thought Knots here. The Thought Monitor even. We will crack it for 3. Quite a 1-1. And I think we do crack our Mistress Bauble because we have a lot of artifacts. They didn't hit a land drop last turn. I have another talisman. So we do draw a couple of extra cards. Toll Script, Thought Monitor, and a land. We can't Thought Monitor yet. If they want to trade with the Thought Knots here, yep. We do get to draw a card. And next turn we can Thought Monitor to draw a couple. And hopefully we hit more artifacts so we can draw with our Drix Interlacer. But they scoop. Our opponent goes first, but we can trigger Pinnacle Emissary twice, which is good. Which will really set us on our way to Thought Monitor. They're playing Luros. So what do you have? Oh, fantastic. Ocelot Pride. only block creatures with flying. Which is very annoying. And we can't get out the Fault Monitor next turn unless we happen to draw one of our untapped blue lands. So they're going to be able to create a token. It's taking a long time to find a land. Goodbye, one of our Fault Monitors. I think we need to draw more cards. Well, it can't block. But they're about to have a lot of tokens. Why'd you take so long? Seriously. Are you unhappy with your 2 Ocelot Prides? I think they are. They don't like the fact that we can't block. So you're going to create all the cat tokens. Yeah, that seems to be a thing. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Ridiculous. You play one of a card so broken it's had to be nerfed. You have 2 of them. Oh, you're still here? You're just not playing. We will sack that. Oh, it's only half. Rounded down. Well, at least we have some blockers now. Surely you would exile the 4/4. I wonder what they're searching for. another swords. Well, let's Thought Martyr again then. Swing him. Next turn we can get down the Pinnacle Emissary, but we'll probably crack our Interlacer first. Play out the start of Darksteel Citadel, draw 3, Thoughtcast. Oh good, a Johnny.
Where shall we hunt today?
They don't control any other red permanents. I know this counts as a cat dying. Now they have a red permanent.
Let fury ignite your heart.
Well, let us Thoughtcast. Let's get you down. Let's get you down. Let's get you down. Let's Thoughtcast. You can go there. And basically we just need to survive this turn, which may be tough. But then we can Cranial Ram, put it on one of our flyers. And go ham.